The international aid organization Oxfam is diligently working to provide assistance to thousands of Ivorian refugees that fled political violence to safer territory in neighboring Liberia. Joining us now on the phone from Monrovia, Liberia, for more details on their response to the humanitarian crisis is Caroline Gluck, Oxfam's humanitarian press officer. Caroline, welcome to In Focus.
Thanks very much.
Now, roughly, tell us how many Ivorian refugees are in Liberia right now?
Well, the estimate varies, but generally we can say it's more than 100,000 people. Some estimates say it's more than 120,000. In the last week alone, increasing numbers, people have been coming in across the border. They've been coming with extremely harrowing tales of brutality that they've witnessed themselves, of villages being burnt, of looting. So they've come very traumatized. They've come literally with only the clothes on their backs, and in some cases, not many clothes at all. And they need shelter, they need food, they need water, they need assistance.
Okay, now, Caroline, just describe to me briefly, you've been going around the camps. What is their condition? Under what conditions are they living right now?
Well, they're a mixture. Very few of the refugees so far are in established camps or transit centres. In fact, there is only one UN refugee camp at the moment, although another now is being built in Harper, which is the capital of Maryland, right on the southeastern coast of Liberia, and that's where we've been working. We will be drilling a borehole there. But other people with host communities, they're living in border villages, quite often remote, inaccessible, and very hard to reach at the moment. And when the rains come in just a couple of weeks' time in full force, it's going to be almost impossible to get aid to those quite cut-off areas. So we've been trying to encourage people to move further inland to areas where we can reach them and provide the help that they need.
Okay, in terms of the help, what have you been able to do up to this moment? What help are you providing?
We've been doing a mixture. Obviously, our specialization is water, health and sanitation. We've installed water in some transit sites and way centers. We're going to be drilling a borehole in a refugee camp. We've been working in border villages, also providing water, latrines. We've been building washing facilities for men and women. And we've been distributing non-food items like buckets, soap, items like that people desperately need when they have nothing. We're planning to do seed distribution and tool distribution for some of the host communities because in Liberia, the families that the refugees are staying with are also fairly poor. They're farmers. They've been very generous in opening up their homes to this influx and giving people food, but now they're running out of food themselves. So we need to help them grow more food and be able to get the food stocks replenished.
Okay, are you aware of any efforts, any kind of bigger plans by the international community to help those refugees in Liberia?
Well, aid agencies like Oxfam and UN agencies are gearing up to cope with this massive influx. And it's obviously not just Liberia now. Because of the political developments, more organizations are going into Ivory Coast. Oxfam has an assessment team there at the moment. But one of the big problems is funding. At the moment, Liberia's emergency fund emergency appeal is only just over a quarter funded. The appeal for Ivory Coast, which is $160 million, is only funded by $22 million. So that really is a major deterrent in terms of people being able to gear up and to be able to get help to the people who really need it now.
Well, Caroline, thank you very much for sharing that information with us. That was Caroline Gluck of Oxfam, who joined us today on In Focus.